Mone iye, lili mone, lili mone, lili mone iya yuwe, uwe, uwe. Mone iye ne yao. Moneia, neia, oh. Ma, maneia, oh. Malena, 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 ia, oh. Mabuhaya, mabuhay. Mabuhaya, mabuhay. Malalena huwe, malalena huwe, punong eiye me, punong eiye ye. Luna nangwi menalowe, uayane, uwe, uwe, uwe. Yo la lo no mai kai yo mahuwe mahuwe maluwe kai maluwe ka no ye maluwe 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 ya keni ye maluwe 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 ya keniye.
Thank you and welcome to World Playback Theater's New Beginnings show. We so appreciate you joining us. A reminder that we are recording this performance to be used as an educational resource for educators all over the world as they teach in their classrooms. Excuse me. And will be a free resource. So it is being recorded. We have asked everyone to sign a form to agree to have their likeness be included in the resource. If you haven't filled out that information, we will be in touch with you to make sure that gets filled out. In the meantime, sit back and get ready to tell your stories. First, I'm going to turn this over to Bejoy, who is our tech person, and he will make sure that everyone is up to date on what they need to know for technology. Bejoy?
Thank you, Heidi. Hello, everyone. So, pretty sure that most of you must be familiar with the Zoom technology, the platform, and the controls over here. But just to make sure that we have a seamless experience and we're all on the same page, we'll walk you through a few basic instructions. To start with, the small window that you see in which with your name, you would see 3 dots over there. If you just click on that, you would see an option which says hide non-video participants. I would suggest you to please use that option. Just click on those 3 dots in your little window, go to the option hide non-video participants and just click on that. Then on the top right corner of your screen, you would see 2 views, the option to have 2 views. It's either a speaker view or a gallery view. Please choose the option of the gallery view. Choose the option of the gallery view so that you have a much better viewing experience on your screen. Once you do that, a couple of other important controls. On the bottom left corner of your screen, you see 2 icons. One is the video icon. So this is for your stop and starting of the videos. During the performance, there would be times when the conductors would let you know when you have to be on video, when you have to be off video, and this is the switch you would use to get that right. Next to it is, of course, the option to have your mic on or off, so you can be on mute and you can be off mute. This is again something that you would be using through the performance. As the actors are performing, would request everyone to please be on mute so that we all can just have a wonderful experience viewing this performance. Thank you all. With that, I hand it back to Heidi.
Thank you, Bejoy. And if anyone has any questions or is having trouble during the performance, Bejoy will be there and able to assist you with that. Thank you so much for attending. As Bejoy says, you probably are all getting familiar at this point with Zoom. Hopefully that you are familiar with playback theater as well. If this is your first playback performance, I wanted to let you know that what playback is. It is an improvisational form of storytelling. And so we, the performers, will listen to stories that you, the audience, offer us and play them back for you. Unlike traditional theater, we don't have a script. You all will provide that for us by sharing stories from your life. You will share stories of your experiences. These are real stories of real experiences. I hope you enjoy this performance, and a reminder that this is being recorded for educational use, and we look forward to sharing this experience with you. I would like to turn it over now to Para, who is conducting with me this performance, and he will give a little history of our group.
Thank you, Heidi. In 2019, 18 students from 14 different countries met up in a historical place in UK called Beckton Towers to do their leadership in playback theatre. In 2020, when the pandemic stopped, 7 of us came together and created World Playback Theatre. It was a new beginning for us. We have held at least 1 performance per month until now. This is our first performance in 2021. Now I proudly invite the World Playback Theatre to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Radhika from India. A new beginning was for me when I quit my corporate job and started my own theatre company. It brought me closer to the real me, and I found my true calling.
Wow.
Beter, 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 beter,
Wow. Je van haar zanje. Ja, yeah.
Wat is dat?
Ja.
Zo. Hoe ging van?
Hi, I'm Pia from the Philippines. New beginning for me is not happening at all. I'm so busy with work. It's like same day, same time, same month. Everything is always the same. Can't find my new beginning.
No.
Bạn Nhật, sao Nhật?
No. Waar is die?
Hello, my name is Roni. I'm from United States and Israel. And 14 years ago, I moved from Israel to United States to do my MA. And every day since I moved here, I feel like a foreigner in this country, and I'm learning a new thing about this place every day.
Oh, dit ken ik nog niet. Wauw. Dit ken ik ook nog niet.
Well,
Dit is helemaal nieuw. Dit
that.
ken ik ook nog niet.
Sanja.
I can't know that.
Ken ik niet.
Ja.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Debbie. I come from Macau, and this year I will try to go more veggie and to make my life more happier. I hope I can do it and keep this habit.
Oh, een stukje vlees. Oh no.
Oh,
Vlees
that's not good
niet
for
meer. Oh no, nee. Doe het niet meer. Doe het
I
niet.
am healthy. Keep that poison away.
Nee. Hi, my name is Linda from Germany, and 15 years ago I had a cancer diagnosed. I thought that was it, but since then, so many new things came into my life, and it was like a new beginning, a new life. And one of the things was playback theater, and I love it.
Oh,
They moved to kill
Naya Jeevan.
in Hanelse.
I can do that.
Naira.
I can do that.
Naya Jeevan.
All of these
Van
things.
Naira.
How does that make me feel?
Naira.
Almost 30 years ago, had my first paid work here in Norway. I had to go to a small, beautiful island and working with the fishing industry. My work was to pierce bait in fishing nets. I was really looking forward to my new journey. Unfortunately, I have to work outside and it was freezing, almost minus 18 degrees. I have to stand all the way, both wides, fishing nets, all of them were frozen. And I have paid, depend on how many buckets of fishing nets I prepare in each. It wasn't good beginning for me. My name is Para from Norway.
Oh, it's so cold.
क्या ये नया जीवन मेरे लिए है?
They don't pay enough for this work. Oh.
क्या ये मेरे लिए है?
Oh, and it's so cold.
क्या ये मेरे लिए है?
No good. Hello, my name is Heidi from the United States, and I am feeling hopeful. My daughter, who works in the healthcare industry, got her vaccine, both doses, and she feels fine. If we can just get the vaccine out to people around the world, maybe we can beat this thing. I am hopeful.
मेरे लिए सबके लिए यही तो होना है तुम्हारे लिए सबके लिए यही होना है यही
Kaya natin to.
Thank you and welcome everybody to our performance. I would like to invite everyone in the audience. I'm going to grab my notes here. There we go. I would like everyone in the audience and the actors to turn on their cameras so we can see everybody in the room. And it's almost like being in a real theater. We can see your faces. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Fabi, I love the stuff in your hair. Let's celebrate. Absolutely. Thank you all for coming. And I know you are, some of you are unable to turn on your computers, but those of you that are able, we appreciate being able to see your voice, see your face. Also, I would like to ask you all some questions. So those of you that are unable to turn on your computer, if you want to raise your hand or react in the chat, that would be great. But since we're all here together, let's get to know each other just a little bit. So let's start with a survey. And I'm going to ask you, hello, Aviva, welcome. I'm going to ask you some questions. And if option A is what you agree with, put your hand on your forehead. If option B is what you agree with, put your hand on your chin. And if you're somewhere in the middle, you can choose where in your face you want to put your hand. All right? Just to break the ice a little bit. All right. Do you prefer noodles or rice? Noodles or rice? And you're welcome to just write noodles or rice in the chat if you can't turn on your camera. Very good. So we've got a good mix of people, but it looks like noodles are winning. All right. Ooh, now we have a controversial one. Do you prefer cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs? Ooh, Elsa prefers both. Yeah. Okay. Somewhere in the middle, Roberta. Lots of cat people and dog people. All right, very good. Thank you. Do you prefer early mornings or late nights? Are you a morning person or a night person? All right, good. Thank you. Very nice. Do you like to stay in hotels or go camping? When you travel, do you like to stay in a hotel or camp? Hotels or camping? Or some of both, or somewhere in the middle. Absolutely, you guys got this down. You've got this down, wonderful. Now let's get a little more personal. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? An introvert or an extrovert? Very good, very good. Lots of different folks in the room. Wonderful to see. Tea or coffee? Tea, coffee. Tea, coffee. Yes, and Aviva's right there with her coffee. Yeah, very good, very good. So the theme of our show today is new beginnings, as you saw from our stories. Do you set new goals every year? If you set new goals for every year, yes. If not, no. Yes or no on new goals? Okay, all right. Some people are committed to it and some people not so much. If you do, or if you thought about it, have you set a goal for this year? Yes or no? Yes or no? Very good, very good. Thank you all for that. So we are going to talk today about new beginnings. It's a new year. It's a time of the year that is traditional for people to talk about their goals for the year, for changes they want to make in their life. And not everybody does that, and sometimes it can lead to some frustration because we don't know what goals we want to set, or we don't feel that we're good at keeping them, or then we think about last year where we didn't keep them. This year, the past year, 2020, has been a very strange year with the coronavirus spreading all over the world, people suffering from the effects of that. And we recognize that 2020 was not so great. Will 2021 be better? Are you hopeful, or are you expecting more of the same? Would you put in chat how you're feeling as we begin 2021? Just give us a sense of what your feeling is right now for 2021. Just open up the chat and share it with everybody. Cautiously optimistic. Still a little apprehensive. Hopeful? Optimistic? Anybody else? How are you feeling? Full of trust, positive change, but it's not going to be easy. Absolutely, Roberta. Tentative hope. Hopeful? Optimistic is a way of life. Good joke, yes. Any other thoughts? I want to nuance it just a little bit. When you think about new beginnings, what does that conjure up for you? Does somebody want to share with me, when I say new beginnings, what you feel? What image comes to mind? Anybody want to raise their hand and share how that makes you feel? David, how are you feeling about new beginnings?
To me, new beginnings suggests that I am conscious and aware of what needs to be left behind, what can be left behind. So it is as much awareness of the past as it is looking to the future. So it's So my new beginnings have to be anchored in what can be changed and what ought to be changed.
So you're dealing with two things in your mind at once, looking forward to the future and also recognizing what the past has been.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Very good. All right. Thank you. If everyone would turn off their cameras, except for the actors, we're going to do this as a pair. Thank you, David.
I know exactly what is not coming to this year. I know exactly what I'm leaving behind me.
But I know what is coming.
No.
No. I'm looking forward to it.
No.
I know what is coming. Yeah, but I hope. I'm optimistic.
Stay away.
It will be a light.
Stay back.
I'm looking forward.
Come on. I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Look, it's the future. I'm gonna do that.
No, sorry, not yet. No.
Thank you, actors. David, can you turn your camera on? Was that your story?
That was the core of it. What I think I failed to explain or share was a sense of needing to make decisions, of making choices based on the past, awareness of what I can leave behind. So it's that choice that I didn't see in those pairs. Although the idea of giving up or getting rid of the past and moving forward was there, but how do I take what I know and choose for the future?
And does that make you feel hopeful, optimistic? What is that feeling as you have that information in the past that's helping you move to the future?
Yes, if I can become aware of what I can now change and move forward, then that's where the hope comes from. That helps me feel hopeful.
All right. So welcome to Playback Theater. Sometimes we don't get it right the first time. I want to try this one more time as a fluid sculpture. David, thank you for clarifying your story for us. And this fluid sculpture is this sense of hope because of what has happened in the past. Let's watch.
Oh, yes. If I can only know what can be my future. Yes? Oh, I see. I need these things. I see.
This thing didn't work, and this too didn't work. So I think this time I'm gonna try from this. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, right there. Oh, that's good. Exactly.
Can I take you with me?
Okay.
Can I take some of you, all of you with me? Can I?
Thank you, actors. David, come back on. Second time's a charm? Good.
Beautiful.
Was that your
Thank you.
story?
Yes,
What
it
did you
was. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Can I get all the audience back on? Thank you for your story, David. Oh, yes, thank you, actors. All right, there was some comments in chat about how people are feeling about new beginnings. Would anybody like to share more of what they wrote in the chat? Sarah had a beautiful image of being in a box with just a little window that she can see out. I find that image very powerful. And thinking about that image, does that bring up any feelings, any response for you? And you're welcome to turn on your cameras if you're in the room and want to share a story. Sarah. Yes,
Hi.
thank you. Are you the one that wrote that beautiful image of the box?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, it was a difficult year, let's say like that. It was 2020 was really like difficult on many levels, private, work-wise. Lost a lot of gigs, works, and so on. And still I am in a position that it's really difficult. And then we decided to go on a semi-world tour and do some projects on the way. But yeah, of course, it's canceled too. And that's why we are a bit stuck. And it's like there is always a small window, an opening in my box. I can always look outside and see the bright light and feeling like, okay, but stuck in the time, stuck in the situation, and not be able to literally move. And now we are waiting, like the spring. It's every month we are waiting. Okay, now we can move, now we can go, And so, but there is some positivity, there is a bit of hope, but it's like 2 steps forwards and 1 step backwards. That's a bit the new beginning of 2021. Still hoping for big transformation and a big change, but not knowing when it's coming. So that's it's like really longing for something that it will fall on my lap. But I'm with my open hands, waiting for it.
So you've got all these wonderful metaphors: the open hands, the box, the hoping for spring, hoping for change. But right now, you're still having to hold on to the hope because things haven't changed yet. Is that, and that's hard for you as you see all the things you want to do?
Yes, it's really hard. At this moment, okay, I'm frustrated. Let's say like that. Yeah. I'm really frustrated being in this situation, and for a long time, lost a lot of things. Like, okay, you think it's material things because yeah, a job is a job, but you have to buy your food and you have to pay your rent and stuff like that. So, but it's still okay. We are okay. I'm okay. It's not like it's just a kind of how to say yeah, it's something that makes you frustrated and the whole time. And I don't know, like, when can I open this box? Who's going to tear it out, this opening on the top, like open this box, I want to really like jump out like a like a present, something like that. But still inside it's also cozy. It's not like there's a big pressure on me. where I live at the moment, it's okay. It's outside. I'm from Belgium, so nearby in Brussels. I was living in Brussels in an apartment, so moved that, left that, and now I'm outside in the countryside. Especially these moments of the pandemic, I'm so happy that that we are able to do that. But yeah,
this sounds, yeah, you've got a whole lot of stuff going on inside that box.
Yes.
And so many hopes, but also so many frustrations. Thank you, Sarah. We're
You're
going
welcome.
to play your story back as perspectives. And I would like my 3 actors for perspectives to come on stage. And Sarah, you can turn your camera off.
It's longing, I'm longing, I'm longing, I'm longing, I'm longing, I'm longing.
Is it time to sprout now? Look at the sun. Is it time? Is it now? Now? When is the time? When will I see sun? When? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me? When is the time? When?
Is this good? Is it sour or sweet or bitter? I would like to try it, but do you want to try?
The hands are tightened. Oh, I see a small space to get out of, but still struggling. Oh, there's more, but oh, maybe I'll try this way, but no. There, no. Oh, still no space to getting out.
There is the longing, the longing. There is the longing, the longing.
Thank you, actors. Sarah, would you like to join us? Thank you. Thank you for your story. Sarah, was that your story or 3 different versions of your story? You are muted.
Sorry. Yes, definitely. Thank you very much, Radhika, Debbie, and Para, for re-expressing my feelings and the moment in which I'm a bit stuck. Let's say like that. No, there are different aspects of that. The leaves was coming up, waiting for sprouting, something like, it's like the spring, eh? We get the news here, spring is maybe the time to move. So we are really longing and waiting for that moment. And the different tastes, yeah, there was a bit of hope of tasting a lot of new things, but still, it's still somewhere. So I could taste it, and yeah, a bit tight, stuck with the, really sometimes it's like that, it's like really like stuck and not able to move, but altogether it was really beautiful. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it.
And thank you for your story, Sarah. If we
Thanks.
can bring the audience back on screen, Para, I'd like to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Heidi. Good. We were talking about new beginnings in one way or another. I still looking for the chat where you wrote different aspect of new beginnings. I see Roberta wrote full of trust, positive change, and it is not going to be easy. Let's present for Roberta is a transformation fluid. Full of trust, positive changes, and it is not going to be easy.
I'm going to hold on to this. Yeah, gotta hold on.
I'm reaching out.
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Shall we trust this? Shall we?
Holding on is not easy.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Thank you, actors. Can audience switch on your videos, please? Roberta, how is it? Is that come close to you?
Yes, definitely, because even in the first part of the positive and full of trust. There was already the challenge of the noise. There was some technical issue as well. So it was already nice from since the beginning to see this contrast. And I really enjoyed the use of the body, really the full bodies, the struggle and so on. And I really, it hits me more than words. So thank you so much, actors. It was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. We are talking about new beginnings. Some people start with a new beginning in the beginning of a year. Some people start new beginnings when the life need it. So where and when do you start your new beginnings? Everyone need a new beginning in their life. So where's your, or when, which part you start your new beginnings? Thinking about the changes you have done in your life. Is that always, oh, Thulasi, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. So for me, there's always been something from inside telling me like it's time for change. Um, when I was much younger, I wouldn't listen to that. I would say, okay, this is what, I've decided to work in this place. This is my job. This is what I have to do. And that's how I was in my 20s. I would have these 5-year, 10-year plans and I would try to follow them. But I think somewhere around the time that I turned 40, I started listening to what it is that I really want rather than following what I should do or what people have told me. And when I started listening to myself, when I listened to my body and my feelings and my emotions, that actually told me what I wanted.
So how do you feel when you start to listen to your body and your soul?
It's very, very exciting.
Exciting.
I don't feel like whatever I used to think was impossible. Oh, I can't fit it into my schedule. I can't deal with it because of so many responsibilities. When I start to listen to myself, I feel like I can achieve anything. It doesn't matter how old I am or where I am, what my other responsibilities are, because it comes from inside. There is a trust that it will work out and it will be okay.
You said that you started to think this way when you were around 40. Is that any particular incident connected to that, or it's suddenly you realize that?
I think my daughter was about to leave for university. So she was grown up enough to do her own stuff. And I was in this job that I really liked, but still there was no satisfaction. I was sitting at my laptop then there was a moment where I felt like, is this what I want to be doing all my life? And something said, no, this is not what I want to be doing all my life. I should seek out what I want to do.
So what did you do for that time? I'm thinking about work.
I was training teachers. I've been in the field of education for many, many, many years. Um, I worked with dyslexic children first, then went into mainstream teaching, taught for many years, then grew in the job, then joined an organization that trains teachers. I was really enjoying it, but something in my heart kept yearning for those lost dreams.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was.
Is that looking for a new beginning, or it's looking for a change in your provision?
It was a bit of both.
Both, all
One
right.
was changing how I feel to wanting to be happier, but also looking for a new beginning, which was somehow cut off in my 20s. I did want to go into counseling therapy. I wanted to study counseling, but I couldn't for many
There's an
reasons.
unfulfilled dream.
Yeah. So I think I had forgotten it, to be honest with you. I had forgotten that that's actually really what I wanted to do. I was quite happy with what I was doing. But when I started listening, I said, no, I should follow what really feels good inside.
So
And that's when
what did happen when you started to think like your dreams
uh,
and you started to listen to your body and soul? Yeah.
so there was a lot of enthusiasm. I had started to feel quite old. I had started to get all of these aches and pains, and oh, I can't do that, I can't do this. But once I had decided that no, I want to follow my earlier dreams again, there was a new energy. There was
Or
a
it's
new
energy.
energy to
Yeah.
go and
Is it
get
a
what I want.
joyful one, or it's looking forward to a new thing, or looking forward to fulfill your energy toward your dream?
Yes, that's exactly right. There was a joyful looking forward, and I sort of felt 20 again somehow in many ways. I started thinking and feeling differently. I was meeting younger people, I was learning new ways, exploring again.
So
So
how did it feel?
it feel it it felt very freeing,
All right.
almost as if I was liberated from the space that I had made for myself. Um, there
So
was no
how,
restrictions.
good. How are you now? So you still have that.
Yes, I still have that. I'm still very excited. I'm still doing something new every year almost, and I've retrained myself and got some qualifications. I'm still getting more qualifications, and I've started working in the field of counseling therapy, and I'm really enjoying it, and it feels very much like me. Um, so that's the best part for me.
Thank you, Thulasi. So we will see your story as in monologue. Can actors please? You can, yeah.
Okay. I gotta do this. That's it. I took this job on myself, and I'm just gonna do this. I mean, I have a lot of responsibility, and I have to be a responsible, exactly, I have to be a responsible human being in this life. And shh. No, I can't do that. Sometimes. No, I said I can't do that. I can't. No, I have so many things that, no, I can't just go and follow what I want to do. I can't do that. I have things that I have to carry. This is it. When you were a child, you had big dreams. When you were a child, you felt the world was open and free. But that's not the case. When we live in the adult world, you have to do things that you don't like to do. And that's it. That's it. I have to go to work.
Dear heart, are you wondering why I am writing to you? Let me feel you now. Wait. It has been an easy journey. No, it hasn't been an easy journey listening to you. Yeah, it hasn't been an easy journey listening to you. You remember that day when I was 24 and I wanted to join counseling and I didn't. You shouted, but I just couldn't listen to you. But now it is easier. I'm listening to you. I hear you. I'm listening to myself. I'll write it down. I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to you. It feels free. Just like that. It feels free. I didn't know all this was possible. That I would look back and write to you and listen to you. It's so possible now. Dear heart, I will listen to you. I am listening to you. I am.
This is nice. I can remain in this. Oh, I want to cherish this. And this is scary. But this is my dream. I really want to be in a counseling. But they're all I've got. This is all I've learned. If I will learn something again, it's not very clear. What shall I do? These are both precious to me. What shall I do? I don't know. I need to find myself in this. I have lost my dream. I want to find myself again. This is scary, but I think it will turn out okay. I will trust myself so I can be happy again. I know I can be happy again. I know.
Listening to my inner self, listening to my inner self.
Thank you, actors. Thulasi.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, every single part of my journey was captured so beautifully. I'm very, very grateful. The sequence of it and what I felt in every moment was beautiful. Very, very lovely. And Heidi, I do find myself with my scarves now. And I enjoy it. And Pia, it was really difficult for me to choose, and you captured that so beautifully. I do journal, Radhika, like you did, so that was wonderful to see. And Ronnie, that's exactly where I was when I started. So really beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thulasi, for sharing this story. Thank you very much. Can we please have audience? Over to you, Heidi.
Thank you all for your beautiful stories. And we're not done yet. There's more in the room. I'm excited to hear more of your stories. I'm seeing lots of faces on screen, but I also see that there's lots of people that haven't turned on their camera. Is there someone who has their camera off that has a story of a new beginning that they'd like to share? You can either just turn on your sound and we can hear your story, or you can come on screen for a bit, or put it in the chat. We want to include everybody in the room. Is there anybody whose camera's on that has a story that they want to share? A new beginning, a new start, one that worked well, like Thulasi's story, or something that's kind of sputtering. Aviva, yes. If everyone can turn off their cameras but Aviva. And let's hear from Aviva, our beloved teacher. Aviva, would you turn on your microphone? And Sarah, would you turn off your camera, please? Thank you.
Yes.
Aviva, yes.
Yes, so nice to see you, but now it is my time to sit in the teller's chair.
Wonderful. What is your story?
So, it's about a new beginning, but sometimes beginnings are forced on us. And then what do we do? So I was 12.
12.
And I was 12. I was living until I was 12, I was living in Israel in a very small, town, lot of immigrants, refugees, people that just came, to Israel, many languages. And I was very happy little girl and doing very well. Very quickly I learned the language, and I was playing a lot in the yard, and I was driving and I was on my bicycles, and I was dancing and writing poetry, and I was kind of a very little successful and happy girl.
Sounds like an ideal
childhood. Yes, that's
Oh.
what I thought. My parents were not very happy about the place we lived, and we moved to the big town.
And this has happened when you were 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so you moved when you were 12
we
to a
moved
big town.
to the big town.
Okay.
And I went to a new big school.
Okay.
All the children were already in the same class for nearly 4, 5, 6 years. I was the newcomer. My language, Hebrew, was not as, not in the same accent, and it was not as they were all born in Israel, and they were all kind of, it's a different class, different atmosphere. And I became...
Can I stop you just a moment? So you were not born in Israel?
No, I was not born in Israel.
Okay, so you're an immigrant, you've learned the language, and you were doing quite well with it. But then
Yes, when I was in this little immigrant town. But then when I moved to the big town, and I went to school with all these, born in the country children, and also knowing each other and having their customs and their rituals and their playing, I was kind of a very much outsider, and also not kind of, oh, look, oh, she's speaking very funny. Oh, she is that. So this little funny girl that came from the little town.
Yeah.
And, but I knew I can do so many things, but it was not, no place or no time and place to be, to share it. And then one day we had a gymnastic lesson.
Okay. At this
Gymnastics,
is at your new
sport.
school?
Sport.
Yeah.
And at the sport, it was a running competition. Running competition. I never did it before.
Uh-huh.
I was not a running competition, like 1, 2, 3, ready, go, da 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 da, and you look at the, so, we were playing sometimes catch up, but not. And so it was the first row, like 6 children, and 1, 2, 3, ready, go, and I'm running. And I came first.
Oh, you won.
Yes. You are so happy, I see. So
yeah,
then we
not
had,
so happy.
Yeah, you're happy, I see. Then we are, then the second row, and from every row, the winners are coming together, and they are running, and then again and again, and then slowly, like 1, 2, 3, go, and ready, steady, go. And always I'm coming, kind of the first. But it was kind of a big surprise to me. I discovered that I can run only because it was kind of this was the new setting, and I had to do it. And I discovered that I can do it. But by doing it, I started to receive kind of, oh, Aviva, great, go, go. So it was the first time that all these children kind of, oh, she can do it. Oh, look at her. So it means I had to discover this, my running competition ability, and also enjoying it, and suddenly discovering that this is something I can do to make a new place for myself in this new environment, and to be kind of acknowledged, and to have a
Yes.
place
And discover
in
this.
to have a place in this new place.
Okay, okay. Can
so
I hold you
that's the
just a
story.
moment? Yes, a wonderful story. Hold you just a moment. I want to bring on the actors for story, and I want you to pick someone to play you, Aviva.
Don't do it to me. Now I'm talking not as a teller but as a teacher. Okay.
Too late. Roni, Para, or Radhika, would you pick one of them to play you?
No, this is
too hard.
It's too, yeah, it's too this is too complicated in this situation. So please don't ask me to do it.
All right. All right. All right, actors, we're going to change up the form because Aviva is our teacher and we listen to our teachers. So if I could get the actors to turn off their cameras. Sorry, we're going to change this and do this as 4 rooms. And so Radhika will be Aviva at the beginning, and will share Aviva's story of the journey, the new beginning forced on her, but then discovering her new place or her place in this new place. Let's watch.
Do you see me? Do you see me? Where am I? Where am I?
Where am I? Where am I? I feel I'm nowhere. Nothing feels familiar. Nothing feels mine. Where am I? Only I could just go back to where I was. The language was mine. The place was mine. The friends were mine. Everything.
Who is this little girl? She's so weird. What is your accent? What can you do? Nobody sees you. There's no point to hide yourself. Nobody sees you anyway. You're unseen. You're basically unseen. You're basically unseen. Yeah, what can you do? You know? What can you? I'm a runner. There's a competition. Okay? Let's see what you can do. What we do is we count until 3 and we go, okay? 1, 2, 3, ready, go! Oh, he's so fast. Oh my God. Go Aviva. Oh, her name is Aviva? Oh my God. Yeah, girl. Go. Go. Oh my God. Look at her. She's so good. Oh my God. This is amazing. Oh my God. Wow.
Wow. Everyone have no place to hide because everyone have their path. You can swim, you can run, you can climb, you can sit down, or you can sing, or just listening. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Then you'll find a way. You can find that you can remember, you can do everything, you can do a lot of things. Yes, yes, yes. Although people will say something, although still very fresh here.
See me. Can you see me now? Hear me. Can you hear me now? I am here. I am here.
Discovering yourself is like spring day. I discovered I can do something. I can do it. When I was young, I feel like I can do anything. But now, it's dawned to me. You can always discover something within yourself to make a place for yourself. You just go on and do it. You can run, you can dance, you can smile, have friends. And you can do it by just being yourself. Discovering yourself is always within you. You don't need anyone. You don't need any motivation from outside, but from within yourself. Discover yourself, and you can have a place for yourself.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Part of it all.
Thank you, actors. Aviva, if you would come back and join us. Thank you. Was that your story? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to say what I feel as a teller, not as the teacher.
Please.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Both. I just, it was very moving for me. I loved Radhika crying, I want to go back. I want to go back, what I'm doing here. I think it was very strong for me. And the competition moment with Roni and Radhika running in their face, and Roni, yeah, she can do it. So that was really enjoyable. And so, and all the rest kind of more philosophic, my inner voices. Oh, I wish it would be so nice. Maybe today I can think so, but there were running was not enough. It was still a big struggle, but it was a good beginning. So thank you.
Thank you, Aviva. Thank you for sharing your stories. And
Thank
actors,
you, and thank you for taking the challenge to make the teacher's story. Okay, but I think about myself now, not about you.
Well, always a pleasure to have your stories. And if everyone wants to bring their cameras back on, we have time for one more story before we need to say goodbye. Yes, thank you, actors. Absolutely. Do we have another story in the room? A story of a new beginning like Aviva's that didn't go so well? Um, we've also had stories of wonderful changes. Where are you at as you look at 2021 or you look back at new beginnings in your life? Who has a story for us? Or even a feeling about what you've heard so far today in other people's stories? Roberta, yes. If I can get everyone to turn off their cameras, but Roberta.
Hello, Heidi.
Hello, Roberta. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
What's coming up for you?
Well, it's not really clear yet.
Okay.
But it's
all right.
more what the last story, what the last two stories brought to me. And yeah, it's really a feeling of a change already since the end of the year. And then
Just in the last couple of weeks.
yeah, it's the last couple of months, but I really noticed a change in myself towards the end of the year, where I was in the Netherlands, and then I managed to fly to Italy to visit my family, and yeah, since the airplane, I felt different. Like when I saw the mountains, I used to be more melancholic, like missing this, yeah, my home country, like the mountains, this strong energy.
So you in the past you have been
In the
very
past.
melancholic about
Yeah.
missing Italy and the mountains.
The
But things are
mountains.
different now.
Yeah, and I look at the mountains and I just saw the beauty, but that's it. I didn't have a very strong emotions or attachments. It was really like a lot of peace, and like I see things in a different way. So this makes life a little bit lighter.
Oh yes, of course.
And more acceptance, I guess. And it's also, yeah, things really changing, like and it's a really like more subtle, like energy and subtle, like I feel different when I talk to people, how I react. So it's also something more inside, which is also expressed outside.
Can you give me an example of a way you treat people when you see them or how you react to them?
That's a good question.
This new mode, yeah.
Yeah, for example, now I'm at my mom's house, and she doesn't know so much that everyone needs a space.
Okay.
So she just entered to the space physically and with her presence, asking when I do playback. She opened the doors like, no.
And how did you react to that?
In the past, I could be very angry, like a very Latin behavior. And now I'm just like, deep breath, and I understand that she's alone and the last few years, and she's just very happy that there is someone in the house, that I'm here. And also her ways, just she often talks alone. So she's really present in the house.
Okay.
So now I'm more quiet, like I just react differently, and I really like it's more peaceful. Yes.
And you also are thinking of things from her perspective.
About what? War?
You're thinking of why she did it. You think of where she's coming from, and that it informs your response. So you found this sense of peace and quiet and less extreme emotions.
Yes, I would say so. I think I sense that I'm getting more grounded, this very rooted, not only during the practice, because I always say need to do practice to be grounded. Now I feel that I'm more grounded without really thinking, let's say, and without doing it. And then this helped me to have a different reaction and have less strong reaction, emotionally speaking. So it's really like, it's so cool.
That's
It's
wonderful.
really nice. Yes.
Actors, we're going to do this as episodes, but before we start that, Roberta, do you have a title for this?
A title?
Yeah. For your new beginning, your sense of groundedness.
The ancient roots.
The ancient
roots
are
the ancient roots are coming up.
Very good. The ancient roots are coming up. Thank you, Roberta. If you would turn off your screen.
Thank you.
Actors will do Roberta's story of the ancient roots coming up as episodes. Let's watch.
The ground, I think, I feel the ground. That ground, I feel the ground.
As I watch those trees and mountains, I feel their beauty. But I don't feel like melancholic right now. But they're still beautiful.
So familiar and so new, so familiar and so new.
My heart. I know, Mom. You've been alone in the house. You're happy to see me. This is why your presence is everywhere. I can hear my heart. I accept.
Not always smooth. I need to make some space. I'm not sure what I've grounded or not. Let me work. Let me work and balance it. Let me balance. There you go.
around. I can feel the
I
ground.
need training, but not always. Now feel good. I am grounded.
Thank you, actors. Roberta, would you come on and join us?
Thank you. Thank you so
Was
much.
that your story?
Yes. Yes.
What resonated for you in that?
It resonates the most the moments of silence that there were a few times. I could, yeah, especially Roni. There was some moments of, oh yeah, there is something there that's it's very sensitive.
Thank you so much for your story, Roberta, and enjoy your time in Italy. I now turn it back to Para for our closing ritual. Everyone can turn on their video.
Thank you very much, Roberta, for your story. And we, World Playback Theatre, come up with topic of new beginnings in beginning of 2021. We were starting with hope, giving some positive waves, even if we were in a box looking for some openings to get out of it. And even if we felt trust and hope, but it seems very difficult in the future. Then we move to fulfilling their dreams when the time comes, when the body and the soul tell you to do so, and enjoying the life with dream come true. We also heard a beginning which has been forced, came from somewhere and smelled through a new place without knowing, took out the positive impact in that and mingling with people, their own people. And then in the last, the silence and the heart and a grounded soul. We will see all these stories, moments which has been shared with us today, which are always in the virtual room in a talking window. Let's watch.
Making choices, making choices. Running, 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 running.
This girl is so fast.
Oh my God. I'm out of breath. He's just going. What's her name? I can't even hear it anymore. I'm done.
Oh, why didn't I do this before? It's the right thing. Such joy and discovery in my life.
I'm looking for a light in these dark hours. Where is it? It's difficult times. I will still looking. But I know I don't have just a lamp, but also a sunshine outside. I'm looking forward to it. When
Shall I hop on to the present? From the past to the present? Shall I? Hop, 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 hopping. Shall I? From the past to the present.
Shall I do what is easy, or shall I do what I want? I cannot lose my dream. I want to be happy. I want to feel happy. I want to fulfill my happiness. I will pursue my dream.
The mountain is so beautiful and quiet. When I look on the mountains, I can breathe. I know where my home is, in my heart. This is where I start, and this is where I will never end. It's so beautiful. I see a pathway.
Mom? Mom? I can see it clear now. Everything is the same, but all is different. Remember how I used to get angry? No more. Now it's soothing me. You're soothing me. You're part of me. Mom?
I have hope. I have hope for the new year. I have hope for spring, for finding the light, for the world moving forward. I have hope.
I have a hope too. Just looking forward. The hope will help us to find the light, a new beginning from these difficult times. I am looking forward.
אני אופטימי. אני רואה את העתיד. אני רואה שהשנה הזאת תהיה טובה. אני רואה שאנחנו נצא מהקופסה.
नई सुबह की तरफ विश्वास है मुझे, नई सुबह की तरफ.
ஒளிமயமான ஒரு எதிர்காலம் நம்முள் விரைவில் மலரும்.
Magiging maayos din ang lahat. Aasa pa rin tayo. Magiging maganda ang bukas.
Gibt es einen Anfang? Einen neuen Anfang? Daar moet ik nog in geloven. Ik ben nog niet helemaal zeker.
睇到又好，睇唔到又好，有啲希望，其實喺手裏面。
Happy 2021.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
And we have the audience. Thank you very much for joining us today. We were happy to hear your stories and play back to you. And the performance come to end now, but you can stay and mingle with us. Thank you very much.